If there are two universal truths, is that one, fat bottom girls make the rockin' world go round, and two, blind tastings do not lie. They give you the most honest opinions possible. We have no clue what's in our glass, but we're about to taste it. Probably look like fools. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh. If you're new here, she's my queen. Get the reference to the intro.
That was really good, actually.
Husband and wife combo. Erin more the social sipper. Me more of the whiskey nerd. But we don't know if we're going to be socially sipping this or whiskey nerding out on it.
Well,
because we're blind.
We'll probably not whiskey nerd out on anything, so
right.
Spoiler alert.
But we are totally blind. The sample's been drawn at random from our blind sample pool, full of a bunch of bourbon and rye matchups and international stuff as well. However, it is in a clear jar, so we know it is a bourbon or rye, and that's our only clue.
And also, I just have to say, I'm looking at mine and I'm looking at yours, and the angle maybe that I'm seeing it, yours looks darker than mine.
I'll have a little more in my glass because you request a little less in your glass.
I do request less.
And it's oily and viscous and biscuits at Christmas.
It looks the same. So, I think it's the angle.
Yeah, it's all about the angle. You guys know. All right, let's get this on the nose. Wow. Boy, oh boy, that is rich and syrupy.
So this smells problematic.
What do you mean?
Like, you could probably drink too much of this. Just based on the nose. I haven't tried it yet.
Bourbon, sweet.
It's very sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, it smells super sweet, and it smells like it will taste deceptively sweet. So maybe if it's like you may get enamored with the sweetness and maybe forget that it's alcohol.
Yeah. You know,
but
like,
I haven't tasted it yet.
You know, like in Jungle Book when who is it? The snake in Jungle Book.
Is it Bagheera?
No, Bagheera's the other.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. The name doesn't matter.
Trust in me.
Oh.
Just in me.
Wow.
And it's like luring you in. That's what this nose is doing to me.
Yeah, I can see that. Now, it might taste completely the opposite.
I'm also going to be honest with you guys. The fact that I cannot remember the snake's name in Jungle Book, which is one of my favorite Disney movies ever, along with Robin Hood, is absolutely infuriating to me, and I'm going to have a problem with this for the rest of the video.
Do we need to take a break so you can Google it?
No, I'm sure I'll figure it out, but I got to focus on the whiskey right now.
Okay.
Super sweet, like...
Smells very sweet.
Cherry, oaky, beautiful, oaky, barrely.
There's a hint of old books.
Yes.
Which
old leather.
I tend to like.
Yeah. This is your man in the library, but he has a cocktail. He's drinking an old fashioned in the library. So you're getting the cherry, orangey, citrusy, sweet.
And is he like this whiskey is international, but is the man in the library from like another country that's not America?
No.
American men are the worst.
All right, sorry. Okay, we've just disenfranchised 97%
I'm just
of our
kidding.
audience.
But like, if I relate it to whiskey, I always want the man to be British. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, this is Ron Swanson-y to me.
Okay, yeah, I can get on board with Ron Swanson.
All right, cheers.
Oh, okay. So this tastes pretty on par with how it smells, but it's not as sickeningly sweet as I expected it to be, which is a good thing for me. It is still sweet.
That's an opinion that one could have.
I said for me. It is still sweet. I did get cherries on this, kind of like a cross between a real cherry you would get from a grocery store and a cherry popsicle. If those two mated and had a child, it would be this glass of whiskey.
I'm just going to say this. I do this sometimes. This nose is a 2 thumbs up nose. I'm not getting that experience from the palate.
Okay.
I need another sip.
Okay. It doesn't taste super proofy, and I think that might be what's disappointing you.
It's not just that. The finish falls off real quick.
I will agree with that. It's got a very short finish.
It's all front of mouth. By the time it hits the mid palate, it just starts falling off, and it just falls faster as it goes. Now, now I'm talking through the finish right now, and it's really faint. It's there still. Yeah. But it's just not to the strength that the front of the palate has.
But very lingering.
Yeah.
Or very faint, but lingering. That's what I meant to say.
Very faint and lingering. Yes. Yeah, correct.
The very is on the faint.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the level of sweetness. It's not as sweet as the nose is, but I do like it. Yeah. But my biggest problem with this glass is the fact that it just falls off so fast. The nose smells so rich and syrupy that I was
does.
expecting to get all this saturation of flavor across my palate, and I didn't get that. I kind of got quite a bit less than that, if I'm being
You got
totally
let
honest.
down.
A little bit, yeah. The nose built me up, built me up, Buttercup. Don't let me down. And this kind of did let me down a little bit.
So I'm with you there. I really like the flavors, and so I think that's making me like it more, but the finish is kind of short-lived, and that is a little disappointing. So I agree with you. I just think maybe I like the flavor more than you like the flavor, so that's making me kind of like try to prop it up a little bit more.
I just took another sip, and you have to be careful with this, right? Like, we're going into this with the expectation. Every tasting we go into is with the expectation to like what we're tasting.
Yeah.
You want to like it. If you spent money on it, you want to like it. Somebody spent money on this, you want to like it. That's how it goes.
Well, I'm drinking it. I want to like it.
Right.
Like, I don't want to drink things I don't like.
Exactly.
Even if I didn't spend money on it, I still want to like it if I'm going to put it in my mouth.
Right.
That's
And then the nose hits you with that huge concentration of sweetness, and then the palate delivers like that. Like, this is honestly reminds me kind of experientially like Old Forester birthday bourbon, like a 2 thumbs up nose, but the palate doesn't deliver on it.
Oh, is that your experience with birthday bourbon?
It's like a dude looks like a lady pour. It's like, yeah.
Every time I hear that song,
quite,
it makes me think of Mrs. Doubtfire, the movie.
Well, I mean, you can't not, yeah. But shout out to Justin on that one. But yeah, this it's good. Third sip with proper expectations after the letdown.
Yeah.
I like it. It's fine.
Do you have ratings for it?
I do. Do you?
Yeah. Sure.
Go ahead.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up for now, with a caveat of changing it based on the price, because I do like the flavor. However, if it's a very expensive pour, I'm not going to pay a lot of money for a finish that just kind of like that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm same place. Thumbs up. I do like it. Now that I have appropriate expectations, this is the type of pour that if, after we're done recording this, we're going to go watch a show. Mm-hmm. I would love to sit down with this and smell it 5 or 6 times before I ever took a sip, and 5 or 6 times between every sip.
Yeah.
Great pour for that.
Yeah.
Enjoyable flavor profile. I can kind of let it disappear in the background and really enjoy it as I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
And I can nose it and enjoy it in that sense too, but
yeah,
it tastes like really good whiskey. Let me be clear. This is probably something allocated or hard to get. It's just not impressing me because it doesn't have the overall experience that I really like out of my whiskey.
Before we go to the reveal, I do want to say I've had several people ask me about the stuff portions that we used to do back in the very early days of the channel, the stuff and whiskey, where we talked about other stuff. And you mentioned we're going to go watch a show after this. So in remembrance of the stuff portion of our old videos, I will say we're going to go watch House of the Dragon.
Season 2.
Yep. So if any of you guys are watching that, let me know what you think below.
If you're as behind as we are by the time this comes out.
Yeah, we're just like beginning season 2.
Yeah. But honestly, the stuff is interwoven in the episodes now. It's just not, we just tangent all the time.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
not
hanging out with
as
us is like.
segmented. It's just, this is how we are. The stuff is in the conversation, so you really have to like listen and pay attention, unfortunately, to find the stuff part of Stuff and Whiskey. But since you mentioned it, I did want to call it out. Yeah. I hear you people that want the stuff back. It's still here. It's just you have to actually like watch the whole video.
Right. We're both thumbs up.
Yeah.
We're both thumbs up.
We're both thumbs up for now.
Enjoyable. Let's find out what this costs and see if that changes how we feel about our ratings.
Because if you guys have not watched the channel before, and if you have, you know this, but price really will swing me if I just of like it.
Me too.
Yeah, it'll swing me a little bit more. Oh,
60,
thank you.
67 in our pool. We got to find out the price and see where we're at.
Holy, yep.
It's probably expensive.
It's $170.
It checks out.
Yeah.
Again, it tastes very well crafted. It just doesn't have the oomph that I want if I'm spending that kind of money.
So for me, it has the flavor. I would feel not disappointed about the flavor for this price.
Yes.
I am disappointed about the finish for this price.
Yes.
So on that note, with that being said, I personally am going to go thumbs down because I will not buy this at that price.
I'm going to go just okay. The nose warrants that price tag. The finish and experience do not, for me personally. And I'm saying that, and this is very, very important, okay? Don't listen to our reviews and think we're going this rating because the whiskey's not good.
Yeah.
We know this is good whiskey.
Yeah.
We don't know what whiskey it is, but we know it's good.
We have to be willing to put our money where our mouth is. And I mean, literally, we have to spend our money on it, and I'm not going to.
Having tasted this, if I was presented with a bottle of it for 170, there's got to be something more than just what I'm tasting to make me buy into that.
Fair.
That's just okay.
Yeah.
You know, if it's limited and I want to have that special bottle to share with people, I think if you like a little bit more of a low spice, easygoing experience, but you still want high flavor and you don't want to finish to just grip you and, you know, throw you around a little bit, this would be a perfect pour for you. For me, I want to get roughed up a little bit when I want that saturation of flavor. I want that long finish for that price point.
I feel like I'm making more work for you, but I feel like you should rewind and replay what you just said because I agree with that 100%.
I think if you like a little bit more of a low spice, easygoing experience, but you still want high flavor and you don't want to finish to just grip you and, you know, throw you around a little bit, this would be a perfect pour for you. For me, I want to get roughed up a little bit when I want that saturation of flavor. I want that long finish for that price point. All right, let's find out what we're drinking. Your thumbs down. I'm just okay. Number 67 in our pool is
2023 Old Forester Birthday Bourbon.
You gotta be kidding me.
You even called it without knowing you called it. It's 96 proof, and this is thanks to Justin Williams. So this is on par with the experience you've had tasting birthday bourbon.
Totally forgot this was even in here. It was in a head-to-head, which you can watch. I'll put that in the video description below.
Yeah. Against
an Old Forester single barrel. Oh my goodness.
That's so crazy. That's wild.
Oh my goodness.
So I feel like that's the consistency of your experience with birthday bourbon says something.
Yeah. To be fair, if there was ever a video we've ever done, this shows you how little I think about what could be in the glass. I don't want to think about it. We're not trying to guess what it is over here.
I wouldn't know if I tried.
We want to give you the most honest opinions possible, and the only way we can do that is to be blind and not think about what we're tasting. We can only speak to what it might remind us of, and that's what this did do, but I wasn't thinking it was that.
Yeah.
So don't give me any credit in the comments for hitting this one on the head, even though I did.
It just reminded you of a time when you had birthday bourbon.
One of the few whiskeys that smells this good that leaves me so wanting on the palate.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Now, kudos to Justin for sharing this. I know he feels the same way about this bottle. He calls it the dude looks like a lady bottle.
That's so crazy.
At his house, and it's wild that I said that earlier in the video. And this video is wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is this like a catfish bottle? Would you say?
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
interesting.
I don't even know. My brain's broken. Hopefully you found some value in this. If you did, think about subscribing to the channel. Think about liking the video. We do these blind tastings all the time.
Yeah.
If you want to get plugged into one of the best whiskey communities that there is on planet Earth, in our opinion, maybe a little bit biased, the best.
But it's the right opinion.
The best whiskey community on planet Earth. You owe it to yourself to check out our Patreon.
Yep.
You can get plugged into our Discord over there for as little as $3 a month. People are sharing samples and helping each other find bottles and help each other get bottles. It's an amazing place to be if you get plugged in. And then in addition to that, through our Patreon, that's where we release our barrel picks, and we do a boatload of barrel picks every year.
Yep.
And
some years more than others.
Some years more than others, but I mean, we're talking like we're pushing 20 plus this year. So tons of stuff coming down the pipeline. You can get involved over there. And if all the barrel picks go through all the paid tiers, there's a free tier that you can sign up for. If you don't want to pay any money, that's totally fine. We totally get it.
Yep.
But about half of our picks do make it to that free tier. Not the most prized or coveted picks that we do, but the other stuff does make it all the way through. And I'm going to tell you right now, we don't pick anything that we wouldn't be happy to put our name on. So those 50% of the picks that do make it to the free tier, if you get one, it's going to be a good pick. It is going to be something that is money well spent. So check that out. I mean, it's free.
Yeah.
Why not? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And check out our merch, like this shirt. We have glassware. We have Aaron's Cozy Corner,
I have a few
gift stuff.
select things that I just put up there because I like making things and creating coziness.
Yeah. So check that out, stuffandwhiskey.com. All those are linked in the video description below.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
What a video.
You're short-circuiting. So I'm going to wrap us here. That's it for today. Until next time, y'all. Cheers.
Cheers.